Power doesn't start in a palace. It starts in a room nobody photographs. Picture it: a folding table, cold coffee, 12 people who will decide if your name ever reaches a ballot. You're not there yet, but by the end of this, you'll know exactly how someone gets into that room. And you'll know the one thing almost none of them will ever admit out loud. Let's start where every president actually begins. Not with a speech, with a decision. A single, private moment where an ordinary person looks in the mirror and thinks something insane. It should be me. That thought is the seed, but the seed means nothing without soil. So the first real move is this: you build a base. Not fans, not followers. A base, people who would show up for you in the rain. You find a cause that keeps you up at night, a broken thing only you seem angry about, and you talk about it. Everywhere, city councils, union halls, live streams at 2 a.m. You become the person attached to that problem, because power isn't given to the smartest person in the room. It's given to the most recognized one. Now here's where it gets strange, because being known isn't enough. There's an invisible layer between you and the throne, a layer most people never even see. And if you don't get through it, your campaign dies before it's born. I'll show you what it is in a second. But first, you need something colder than passion. You need a machine. A campaign is not a dream. It's a business that sells one product: you. You need a manager who tells you the truth when everyone else lies. You need data people who know your voters better than their own families. You need volunteers, hundreds of them, knocking doors, making calls, repeating your name until it echoes. And you need the thing nobody likes to say: money. Enormous, relentless, exhausting amounts of money. Here's the part that shocks people. A serious candidate can spend more hours asking for money than actually leading. You call strangers. You call the rich. You sit in a small room with a phone and a list, and you beg. It's humiliating, and it's the price of the ticket. Now, remember that invisible layer I mentioned? This is it. The gatekeepers, the party leaders, the donors, the power brokers who never run for anything. They sit at that cold, folding table, and they ask one silent question about you. Can this person win? Not, is this person good? Not, is this person right? Can they win? If the answer is yes, doors open you didn't know existed. If the answer is no, you'll smile at fundraisers for years and never get close. So how do you make them say yes? You prove it. Small first. You win something tiny. A local seat, a district, a single, unglamorous election. Because power is a staircase, not an elevator. Almost nobody leaps straight to the top. They climb, council to mayor, mayor to governor, governor to the national stage. Each step, you collect two things: a record and scars. And here's the trap waiting for you. Because there is a moment, it comes for every single candidate who gets close. A moment designed to end them. Most don't survive it. I'll tell you what it is, but watch what happens first, because it's beautiful and brutal at the same time. You announce. You stand on a stage with your family. You say the words out loud: "I'm running." And the world turns to look at you. All of it. Suddenly, you're not a person anymore. You're a target. Every word you've ever spoken gets dug up. Every friend becomes a possible headline. The press circles. Your opponents hire people whose entire job is to destroy you. And then it arrives. The moment, the scandal. Maybe it's real, maybe it's twisted, maybe it's ancient history dragged into daylight. It doesn't matter. What matters is this: the whole country watches how you respond. Do you crumble? Do you lie? Or do you stand in the fire and stay standing? Because that's the secret the gatekeepers were really testing for. Not charm, not policy. Can you take a hit and not fall? The ones who survive that moment become something new. They stop being candidates. They start becoming inevitable. Now the campaign becomes a war of exhaustion. You sleep 4 hours. You eat standing up. You visit 6 cities in a day and smile like it's the first. You debate your rivals on live television, where one wrong sentence can erase a year of work. And through all of it, you repeat your message, the same lines, again and again, until you're sick of your own voice. Because here's a truth about crowds. They don't remember everything you say. They remember how you made them feel. You're not selling a plan, you're selling a future they can picture themselves inside. Hope packaged and delivered 1,000 times a day. And then, finally, it comes down to one night. Election night. But here's the twist nobody prepares you for. You've done everything. Every door, every dollar, every scar. And now it's completely out of your hands. Millions of strangers walk into quiet booths. Alone, they make a mark you'll never see. And you sit in a hotel room watching numbers on a screen, powerless. The most powerful thing you could ever chase. Decided by people you'll never meet. The results crawl in. A region falls your way, then another. Then one you were sure you'd lost. And somewhere near midnight, a line gets crossed, a number gets reached, and a voice on the television says your name followed by one word, President. The room erupts. People cry. And here's where I keep my promise. That thing almost none of them will admit out loud, this. The moment you win is the moment the dream ends. Because now it's real. Now the folding table meetings and the crowds and the confetti are gone. And what's left is a desk and decisions, wars you didn't start, crises nobody warned you about, a weight that no speech ever mentioned. Every person who wanted this thing imagined the victory. Almost none of them imagined the 3 a.m. phone call, the one where there's no good answer, only less terrible ones. And you, alone, holding the thing you spent your whole life chasing. That's how you become president. You build a base, you build a machine, you climb the staircase, you survive the fire, and you convince strangers to hand you a burden most people would run from. But the real question was never how. The gatekeepers knew that all along. The real question is the one you should ask before you ever look in that mirror. Not can I win, but who will I become if I do? Because the crown doesn't sit on your head, it sits on your shoulders, and it never comes off.